Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you have had a good week. It is Friday. Just chiming in to talk about the bills I had heard in committee this week. I'm going to look at the whiteboard behind me there so I don't miss any. The first one was heard in Ed Policy. That was a bill that I worked on in collaboration with the School Nurse Association around a school health advisory committee. A lot of bills come before us in the Education Committee around health issues. We've heard a number of them already this year, things like EpiPens and AEDs and good things, good policies, but not all of us here in the legislature are experts in healthcare and have the intricate details of how those policies would actually work in schools. And so having a committee of experts who do have that knowledge and that healthcare background and would be able to give us recommendations on how to implement that would be useful. So that bill was heard and passed out of committee. And then yesterday I had 4 bills up. One of those was the SCUBA bill I've spoken about before. Really important, making sure that workers who are using scuba equipment to do lake weed removal are safe, that they get training for that. That bill moved out of the Finance Committee and got passed to the floor. So I am hoping that we can hear that bill on the floor in the next couple of weeks and get it passed into law. Then I had 2 bills in the HHS committee. One was funding for Head Start, an excellent program in our community and across the state, across the country, that really is having challenges right now, especially related to federal funding being paused, cut, etc. And so we heard that bill. Also a bill for grants for the youth intervention programs, which are really, really good programs across the state that are focused on children and keeping at-risk children out of the juvenile justice system. Really important, money really well spent, honestly. It is far, not only is it the right thing to do, it is far more financially responsible to invest in kids to keep them out of that system versus incarcerating children. And then the last bill I had up yesterday was in housing around manufactured home parks. This is a package bill that is really geared at getting at the problem we are seeing, especially with private equity companies that are coming in and buying up these manufactured home parks, sometimes called mobile park or trailer park homes. They're really not mobile. It costs upwards of $15,000 to $25,000 to move these homes, and sometimes after a few years they just settle and you actually can't move them. But these companies come in and are really have predatory behaviors against the people who own these manufactured homes. And we heard story after story of that in committee. And there's a really dedicated group of advocates who have been pushing this bill for a couple of years. And so we heard it in housing and passed it out of housing and sent it to commerce. So I'm proud to carry that. It's a really good bill to just level the playing field and add some fairness for those folks who own those homes, which are naturally occurring affordable homes. We need to keep those as an option for people. So that was my week in terms of bills. We are moving forward towards deadlines in the next few weeks here, and so working to get all my bills heard. And so we'll share updates as they happen next week as well. Have a good weekend.